There we go.
I sound okay?
You sound fine, Terry. And we should be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So this is an after show for my, well, conversation, I guess you could call it, that I just had with Sleeping Warrior. So guys, what was your thoughts on that?
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know if he was actually listening or it was just, I don't know. He's typical Anthony.
Yeah.
Well, there was at least two, possibly a third occasion where he muted, where he couldn't hear you anymore, and his channel couldn't hear you at all. That way, he could talk uncontested.
Right.
And I thought that was funny because you just got done talking about how you won't go to Nathan's show because he does that, and Anthony just got done doing that.
Right. Oh, okay. So what could I have done better?
You let him gishgle up a lot of points by just literally talking randomly. You did that once. You know, you made like 4 points in one long thread of comment, but he was literally talking himself into circles, self-contradicting every other sentence to keep the his talking point going, but he went on other points in the process. My favorite part was when he said, "Okay, I'll give you Cavendish," and then not even 20 seconds later, he said Cavendish wasn't real.
Yeah. Now, one of the problems I have is people don't like it when I describe Cavendish as an experiment. What do you guys think about that? Is it an experiment? Is it a measurement? What's the best way to describe it when talking to these people?
I think it is an experiment.
Well, that's the thing. It is an experiment. He had a formulated hypothesis on what he should try to figure out. But because they like to use the incorrect definitions, they're able to hijack the whole science point.
Yeah.
Anthony even went to the point of citing some lady that talked about how you must use proper definitions while not using the proper definitions. For example, force. In physics, force has a very specific definition. That's not the definition that he uses. He thinks force can only be applied by an object pressing or pulling on another object. In physics, objects aren't even mentioned.
No. It's about the equaling out of the sums. Like when he kept like literally trying to change the definition of words, that's when I had problems trying to carry on my explanations to him. Because it just like I can't explain things to him if he's not going to accept the words that I'm using.
Well, that's the problem. It's not words that you're using. You're trying to keep into scientific definitions, and he's using his own that he's cherry picked that are not scientific definitions, and that's where the problem is coming from.
Yeah.
Well, he's the research guy, isn't he?
Oh, fook all of it.
Oh, but I mean, I've had worse conversations with flat earthers. At least that was, I want to say, amicable. Whereas, I've talked to Flat Earth Jesus and it's just impossible, and you end up swearing and stuff. And like, yeah, I mean, it was extremely frustrating, but I think I managed to bite my tongue.
You ended at like almost 3 hours. That's about how long I've been in hangouts with Riley before I would start losing my temper.
Yeah, I was getting close to it when he kept saying that I was a liar and that I hadn't done this. I don't know how to calculate that. What can I do where I don't have like the actual proof with me that I did something, many, many years ago? The only thing I can do is try and explain how I did it and then say that I'll do it again.
Well, as far as evidence and Riley's concerned, I'm still waiting on something he said he was going to do back on September 22nd of 2017. When we were dealing with the whole eclipse thing about how seeing stars through a solar filter was his big deal. Well, I actually went out on the harvest moon because that was another one of his claims about the 8 to 10 times size moon. And actually took my solar filter out and tried to see the full moon through a solar filter. Of course, you couldn't. Then the next day I went out it was after that. I actually went out and seen Venus up in the sky. So I made a video of putting the solar filter on and off the camera And of course, when the solar filter is on, you can't see Venus.
Yeah.
Well, somebody asked him if he saw that video. And of course, I've got a video about that. But in that video, he says, "Oh, I've got a camera. I've got a solar filter. I can go out and do that no problem, seeing Venus through a solar filter." Still waiting on him to do that. Here it is, March 21st of 2019.
Yeah, I did bring that up slightly. I think I maybe should have pressed it on him more. I did say to him, "Didn't you say you would record Venus with a solar filter?" And he just kind of brushed over it because I think he knew exactly what I was talking about.
No, knowing Riley, he simply forgot that he ever said that.
Right.
But here we are, almost a year and a half later, still waiting on him to get Venus through a solar filter.
Yeah, but like he says, I may have said that, but if I did say that, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it would be as simple as that, you know, because again, the whole stars through a solar filter thing has been an ongoing thing for 2 years now. And that's all you need to do to prove it. Go outside, look at Venus, put a solar filter on your camera, see if you can still see it or not.
Aye. I just want to say to the stream, welcome to Bill. Amazing guy. Thank you very much for being an amazing supporter. He's my executive producer. So welcome to the stream.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. You are like my savior, and you're my angel. I love you. I did have issues with the computer yesterday, but I don't really know what that was. It seems to be working now.
Great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not just around the corner.
Yeah, I wish I was.
You've had an interesting week this week, Craig.
Oh, I've had an interesting month and a half, to be honest. Ever since I did my 5K celebration week, ever since then, it's just been chaos. Getting porn bombed, losing my ability to stream, being really sick, getting injured, having changes with medication. It's just been an absolute kind of clusterfuck the past couple of months. But I think I'm all ready to get back up and getting a bunch of videos out. I've got 2 in production at the moment, but yeah, do not let your children run around shops with a fucking shopping cart, okay guys, because those things are heavy.
Did she roll over you?
No, I was out grocery shopping, which is stupid. I shouldn't do it on my own, because I can barely walk, but I wanted to give my wife a lie-in. So I got up, I dealt with the kids, left her in bed, and I thought I'd just go out and I get the shopping done myself. So I'm hopping around with the shopping trolley, and there's just one kid literally running up and down the aisle full pelt with a trolley. And he managed to slam it full pelt into my bad knee, trapping it between my trolley and his trolley. I kind of came to a few minutes later with a bunch of people standing over me. So yeah, that was extremely painful, and I had to go to hospital to have X-rays and stuff. that was fun. But anyway, yeah, back to Riley. Fucking hell, man.
So did any of my warning about his behavior help out at all?
I should have paid attention. Oh man,
yeah. He can't win with knowledge, so he'll try to win with semantics.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you shouldn't let him try to be a lawyer and cross-examine you like that.
Well, you shouldn't let him be a lawyer because he can't win a lawsuit.
Oh my god!
Hashtag wife's a beach.
Can someone just tell me the story of how he's got kicked out of uni?
Well, he hasn't been kicked out yet, but they're not accepting his paper for his master's. They say it lacks substance and it's pretty much worthless.
What's his paper on?
Well, it started out being about how the education system is an indoctrination process that doesn't encourage critical thinking or something like that. And from last I heard, it's turning into the Copernican model's not true.
Right. Oh my god. Oh shit, yeah, I may have just doxed someone there. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, that was me, yeah. That's okay. Just don't give away my last name. Cool.
His last name's Smith. Yeah, so I started to get really frustrated near the end, and I was glad that he said he wanted to end it, because I think I would have gone to the stage where I would have started shouting at him. Yeah,
like I said, I can go about 3 to 3.5 hours in a conversation with him before I just absolutely lose my shit. I mean, I've got a 5-hour hangout with him that, you know, right afterwards he uploaded a video saying that I'm too coward to have a hangout with him. Go figure.
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No.
Oh, we had a nearly 5-hour long hangout, and immediately afterwards he uploads a video saying that I'm too much of a coward to have a hangout with him.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that, Sean.
This is why, one of the many reasons why he's adopted the name Liley, because that's all he ever does.
Oh, so
It's still on his channel, as well as my rebuttal to that whole video.
Yeah. So did that help his chances for Dumbfuck of the Year this year?
No, this was almost 2 years ago.
All right. Well, what about my conversation with him just now?
Oh, good Lord. Some people were saying that, yeah, he should get it.
Right, guys.
He's always in the running.
Yeah. Is this Anthony's year? Is he going to get it this year?
He better.
Yeah.
He's done more. He's done more in this first 3 months than he's done in the past couple of years.
He's just got to keep up the good work, and he's right. He's fine.
Yeah. The thing about Anthony is that he doesn't really want to have arguments about the things. He wants to have arguments about the arguments. He wants to try and discredit words and meanings and understandings of science rather than actually arguing the point. I mean, he started to go on his whole density thing, but I mean, everyone, come on, that's like the stupidest Flerf argument. Like, I can't even believe that people still use the density buoyancy argument as a replacement for gravity.
And if he's not going to deny it, what good does it do?
Yeah.
Or if he's not going to define it.
Yeah. Like, was I right in saying that he wasn't given a vector for what he was saying?
Right.
No, there's no direction in his whole density is a force thing. I facepalm so hard.
Well, what was he doing? He was throwing out scalar numbers for a vector.
Yeah. I mean,
it made no sense.
When he actually said that density was a force, I creased. Like, I'm gonna clip that so hard.
Okay, I'm going to paste 2 links to the chat. The first one is the 4-hour, 26-minute, and 16-second hangout that me and Anthony had dealing with his stars through a solar filter bullshit. And the second link is a 9-minute, 51-second rebuttal to his "I'm just too much of a chicken to have a hangout with him" video.
My goodness.
Yeah, you really should go through some older videos on people who've dealt with Anthony for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm finding it harder and harder to watch Flat Earth videos. Like, it's starting to hurt my brain.
And just for the shits and giggles of it, I will actually paste a link to Anthony's video saying that I was too much of a coward to have a hangout with him.
After a 5-hour hangout?
After a 4-hour and 26-minute hangout.
What was he doing the whole time?
I don't know. I mean, it was...
Well, the thing is he made the video based on a comment where I said I was going to have a hangout after I got home from work, which he twisted around saying that I wouldn't have a hangout with him, which is not what I said. So he recorded it. I went live. While we were having the hangout, he started to upload it. Well, but while we were having the hangout, he decided to upload a video saying that I was too much of a coward to have a hangout with him.
I mean,
there's no.
And then after the hangout was over, he hit publish.
Super chat from NA $5. Density is a force. My brain did a Control-Alt-Delete. Yeah, mine too. And thanks for the super chat. I just want to say about super chats, guys. What I'm doing with super chats is I'm basically saving them up for my trip to Texas. So all your super chats will be going towards me going to the Flat Earth International Conference in Texas and Dallas in November.
Everyone, bring your guns.
Yeah. Who else is going to that?
I hope to see you there.
Sean?
I'm going to do my best.
I wish I could get it.
Come on, Terry.
That'd be
And
fun.
here is the link to the video that he uploaded saying that I was too much of a chicken to have a hangout with him. After we just got done having a 4-hour and 26-minute hangout.
I know, right?
I haven't heard you cluck lately, Sean.
And this is why, one of the many, many reasons why he is affectionately known as Anthony Liley, pathological liar.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I've just been getting so many laughs out of Liley lately. Like, oh, Sean, just for fun, tell me the story again about his business and the mobile phone.
Oh,
Okay. I kept the quote for that.
Anthony is a co-partner of a business that runs buses. They're basically trolleys. They're kind of like a large cab taxi. And here in the States, you have to get what's called a PPC, which is a public passenger chauffeur's license. Over in the UK, it's called a CPC. And that's the license that allows you to carry more than so many passengers, up to 16. So it's 16 passengers plus a driver. Well, he was running this business for a long time as a driver. And one day he got pulled. Well, he didn't get pulled over, but somebody who actually does the inspections for people with CPCs saw him unload a whole bunch of girls at a hotel. So he went over to him and asked to see his CPC and his logbook. Well, it's an electronic logbook, but
yeah.
He had neither on him. He said that, his CPC was back at the office and he misplaced his logbook. So the officer guy decided to say, well, go ahead and have your partner bring your CPC and your backup logbook out. So his partner comes out, and of course he has no CPC, but neither does she. And she's driving one of the CPC required vehicles. So they both get cited for not having a CPC. He gets cited for not having his logbook as well. So he decides to defend himself in court and his girlfriend. Well, his partner. He refuses to call her his girlfriend or wife, whatever she is.
She probably says that. You will not call me your girlfriend. Do not tell people that.
In the UK law, this is actually something that doesn't apply to the States, but in the UK there is a loophole to the CPC requirement law.
Science,
Anyways, not like I was talking or anything. But there's a loophole in the UK law for CPCs. And that's if you're carrying equipment that is required to have a large vehicle to transport to a work site. Anthony thought he could use this loophole to say that his cell phone is required for the job, so it requires the
TV right now?
Okay, I'm going to mute you because you are talking to someone in the
this?
background.
It's good to see you.
So I muted because he's talking to someone in the background, not because he's talking out of turn.
Yeah.
So he tries to use his defense that the cell phone is required to have a 20-something foot long vehicle that is made to carry passengers only to a work site, but his work site is the bus. Well, he tried to present this defense in court. The court literally laughed him out.
I just got an image of like the judge and everyone just like pissing themselves and just pointing at him.
So he lost his initial case for the CPC. He lost his case and got fined for not having his logbook. He defended his girlfriend for her CPC violation, lost that case. Then he tried to appeal his losses for the CPC using the same defense again. This was with Judge Beach. This is why whenever I see Liley and he says something stupid, I said, life's a beach. Because Judge Beach literally said, I don't have any possible, or I can't fathom the possible reason he would try to come up with something like this as a defense. Because it is so absurd. So he's tried to send this back to the last chance appeals. That's the highest court in the country. And I haven't heard anything else about it. I'm not sure if the case has actually happened yet, but he's going to get laughed out of that court as well. So he's still going to end up having to pay all of his fines.
So is he
on top of all the extra court fees?
Is he still running this illegal taxi company?
Oh, it gets better, because after his first loss, he liquidated the company and sold it entirely to his partner to try to say that, oh, I'm not in charge of that business anymore. I can't be fined. It didn't work. He's still getting fined.
My God.
So this is why I say I hope Anthony gets to represent Flat Earthers for whatever court cases they are in, because they're going to lose spectacularly.
My God.
I posted a quote. I think what the judge was said to him, or in the court. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's been quoted as something that the judge said to him. I'll post it in the outside chat.
I missed a super chat there. NANA $10. Here's a little something for America. Thank you.
Terry's got it. We are at a loss to how the opinion he expressed was formed. That's what the judge said.
That's basically judge speak for you're a fucking idiot.
Yes, well, Judge, life's a beach. Whenever Anthony says something stupid or tries to make a point, just say life's a beach, man.
My God.
I just get joy in how much money he's gonna lose through all this court shit. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome Tech Satan to the stream, and Radical. How you guys doing?
Hey, doing pretty good, man.
No, Harry, you really need to read the transcripts. That was about Riley.
I'd rather, dude.
Oh, hey everyone. Constable Conspicuous. If you give out the link, I will find you and shoot you in the face.
What are you talking about?
Can I get the link?
We already know where he is.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we in Hangouts, by the way? Just are we living on the edge?
Well, I just want to do it quickly. As long as no one gives out the link, I should be fine.
Nah, I've learned from that mistake.
Yeah.
This link here.
Don't you dare.
hey, let the record show it would not be my fault this time.
You know, sometimes a quick one is a good one.
This is something you'll appreciate, Fight Flat Earth. Flint Reed in chat just said the judge done broke his purple wand.
Oh my God. I've actually just got the someone sent me the actual decision of the upper tribunal. Attendance for the appellant Anthony Riley, director and transport manager, here at the field house. It is hereby ordered that the appeal be dismissed. Yep. Reasons for decision. This is an appeal from the decision of Deputy Traffic Commissioner Dorrington from the Northwest England traffic area made on 13th of June 2017, when he found that neither Mr. Riley or his co-director Leandra Mallison were exempt from the requirement to hold a driver certificate of professional competence, CPC, when they drove minibuses operated by the appellant company. Reduced the appellant's vehicle authorization from 8 vehicles to 5 vehicles for 14 days, effective from the date of the public inquiry, and issued the first and final warning to Mr. Riley in his capacity as transport manager.
And to the best of my knowledge, he still does not have his CPC.
My goodness.
I'm a little surprised that
That's just
Anthony
ridiculous.
I would love to be. I would love to be
right
proven
now.
wrong on that, Anthony. I would love to be proven wrong on Anthony. But like I said, to the best of my knowledge, you still do not have your CPC.
Okay. Do you want to hear Riley's actual words to the court?
Oh, dear God.
I am employed as a company director, and as such, my duties go way beyond the driver. The driver CPC only applies to employed drivers. My employee is director. Secondly, under European directive, blah, 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 there's a list of exemptions, and my exemption is placed under exemption G because I fall within that exemption in that I am carrying my phone, which is my equipment that I use in the course of my work as a director, and most notably that my driving of this vehicle is far from my principal activity.
Now keep in mind,
stop right there.
Hold on. Keep in mind, Section G specifically gives us an example of scaffolding being transported to a work site.
Wait, and my phone is scaffolding now.
Yep. And see, here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing. Even if you are in a management position, if you are ever filling in for a lower employee, guess what?
You have to be properly licensed.
You have to meet all the requirements of that employee you are filling in for.
Just want to address the super chat. Beach 8, $25. Get your ass to Texas, and life is a beach. Yeah, I am. I am going to Texas, 100%. But I will be asking for help from the community because I can't walk and stuff very well. So someone's going to be pushing my wheelchair. Okay.
Just one correction. Just one correction to super chat. It's BEECH.
Well, I think it's because that's his name.
Because that's the judge's name.
I always assumed you spelled
right.
it that way because that's the way Anthony spelled it. But okay, now Anthony is slightly less stupid.
Right. It goes further because I've do it. Therefore, I fall within the exemption and do not need to hold a driver CPC qualification. This is further supported by an email received from what used to be the VOSA, confirming my belief, which I rely upon in court. I believe I do not need a driver CPC. The exemption is silent on carrying passengers at all, provided I am carrying my equipment and it is not my principal activity. I am exempt.
Okay, here's the flaw with that. The law doesn't care what your beliefs are, ever.
Wait, flaw as in singular?
The law does not care what your beliefs are.
I spotted flaws.
The response to that was, it would appear from your email that you would be exempt from driver CPC under exemption G, vehicles carrying material equipment to be used by the driver in the course of his or her work, provided that driving the vehicles is not the driver's principal activity. However, there has been no case in law in respect of driver CPC, so we are only able to give an indication as to the position that we think the courts may adopt. We recommend in all cases where a driver feels that an exemption applies, the driver seeks independent legal advice.
The judge is in the chat.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Beach.
Judge Beach. Wait, is that actually Judge Beach?
Oh yay! Oh yay!
Judge Beach, I gotta ask you this, Your Honor. Is Anthony Riley this much of a fucking idiot ding?
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
Mr. Unite for the Children. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And Flerfs aren't crazy.
Well, they said so.
Right. The final paragraph in this thing. By way of postscript, we would add that we find it surprising, to say the least, that Mr. Carter wrote the email set out in paragraph 12 above in the terms that he did, despite the fact that the regulations were relatively recent when he chose to indicate the position that we think the courts may adopt. We are at a loss as to how the opinion he expressed was formed.
That is my favorite part of the entire thing.
My God. I mean, gravity is the least of his worries, right?
Well, no, he's got a nice little last try on appeal coming up if it hasn't already passed.
Oh, please let this also be the way he also handles his taxes.
Now, my understanding is he was supposed to have his last appeal back in like April of May of last year, and I haven't heard a thing about it. What happened to that? What happened with that, Riley? You've been awful quiet. You didn't proclaim victory, so I'm guessing you lost again.
I wonder if he's going to ask his phone to defend itself.
Wait, or is he still pushing the whole narrative that if this last appeal failed, that he was going to take it to the EU court itself?
Oh, crying out loud.
It's really friendly to British people right now.
I don't want him in the Netherlands.
I'm so glad he's in your neck of the woods and not mine. Then again, I have CC, so god damn it.
Oh my God, CC.
Why does he have to be in New York, damn it?
CC.
I kind of have a question from the chat.
Yeah.
S2000 GT. He had something about ice cream?
Yeah, so he was trying to say that maths isn't reality. And the example he gave was, if I have 3 ice creams and you take away 5, do I have -2 ice creams?
Oh, I said to the guy, how many balls does your ice cream have?
Oh.
Oh my God!
Actually, dumbfounded at that. You know.
Oh, you'll love this. Coach and Bus Week, issue 1325. Anthony Riley's case actually made a magazine as a demonstration of what not to do.
Oh, oh, that is beautiful.
Oh my goodness me.
Fantastic.
I just found this.
I saw that.
Oh God.
I just did a search. What was the exact term I searched for? I think it was Anthony Riley CPC case.
People in the link want a link to that People in the chat want a link to that magazine article.
Oh yes, give us the link, please.
Just don't give out
link to the chat.
Not to this hangout. Do not give out the link to this hangout.
Can't do what Team
Hey,
Secret
one
said.
second, guys. 1 second, guys.
Hi.
That was Little Man. He just had to say hi to everybody.
Hey, little man.
Hey there.
Hi. Oh, wait a minute.
That warms my heart.
Wait, I've got a question. Am I now owed ice creams?
Actually, I got a better question for you to ask Anthony next time you get a chance to talk to him. So if an officer comes up and tries to take away your 1 CPC and you don't have one, do you have -1 CPCs?
Come on, are we still? Okay, maybe we should get back to him once he finally figures out the where he put his triangle calculator. I hope he continues that into this year. I freaking hope.
I know a lot of people were asking me to do the triangle question, but I wanted to try and keep him amicable, talking to me as much as possible, and I think that would have just pissed him off.
Oh yeah, he would have run. Sean, what
Yes.
page?
What page?
Yeah, what page in the?
It should have just went. It should have copied to the link. Let me open up a new tab again.
I do believe he doesn't understand the point of the triangle, literally.
Yeah, it's
page 52. It opened up to page 50 when I clicked it. That's why I asked.
Well, even on page 50, it's talking about the case.
Well, it doesn't open to 69 when I click it.
Oh, hey, Constable, talking about triangles. I was having a conversation with Ross Thatcher in my comments, right? And he said that both a triangle and a circle have 180 degrees.
That's the Jesus view, right?
Oh, God.
Also, what the fuck?
What? Oh, my God. I'm actually debating this idiot. Oh, my God. What have I done? I'm debating.
Yeah, you've doomed yourself.
And like I said, I want to be moderator, but do not tell him I'm going to be moderator.
Let me know he's not watching this right now.
You're going to use the sock account or just go in as you?
No, I'm going to be there as moderator. Like,
hey, I have a perfect name for that. Find the flat Earth. I saw it in the chat.
So I want to just say a little bit about Ross Thatcher. Something happened like a month or so ago. I went onto one of his videos to kind of make fun of him, but I noticed that he was looking really kind of ill and like not well at all. And he was talking about that he couldn't get any work and he didn't have any food. And could people donate? And I felt a little bit guilty, so I donated money to him. Not much, just like 20 quid. Please get yourself some food. Look after yourself, you fucking nut bar. What he did was he got me to donate the money to a girl in Taiwan that he apparently
what the fuck
to, and he has been engaged to for 7 years, but has never seen. And he sends this girl all his money so that she can look after her sick parents.
Quotation.
Yeah, you can't help a fool.
Like
I have how do we know this dame isn't just playing his beard like a dirty old fiddle?
I mean, like,
how do you know she's a she?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sorry for making that assumption.
Oh,
Did you just assume it's gender?
I didn't implicate anything.
I'll go away now.
Oh, people in the chat are saying they've been over to Patricia Steer's stream and are getting banned for just talking about Logan Paul.
Oh my god! I actually saw.
Let me just say, I'm really bad. I'm really bad.
I would like.
That's the strange woman, right? The skinny woman.
There is.
I would like to add the fact that the day after or like the day of that Logan Paul was actually at the FE conference, there was actually a hangout. I think it was on Red's channel. I've tried to reach out to him, but he's like not answering. But I made a prediction that Logan Paul was doing this as one hell of a troll for clicks.
That's the exact same feeling I got as soon as I started hearing the guy talking. I was just like, wait, what the hell is this? This is either just like some stupid stunt or a way for him to actually save face after that Suicide Forest bullshit he pulled.
Do you know what kind of car he drives? It's a bandwagon.
Oh!
But I'm pissed.
Where's your drum ching for that one?
I don't have one. Also, I'm too tired for that. I get shit out. I'm gonna get one now.
Yeah.
Everyone, shut up. Super chat.
Oh, did I get super chat? Tim Hill, $20. Thank you. Just for gits and shiggles. Thank you very much.
He was trying to trick you.
I'm too smart for that.
All right, this is all nice.
I mean,
yeah.
Seriously, how inept are flat earthers at reading body language? For God's sakes,
I know.
I mean, all the sly looks that he was giving at the camera every time they would like make some flat Earth point. You could tell right away it was a troll.
I knew from the speech he did at the Flat Earth conference last year because he had a smirk on his face for that entire speech, like he was trying not to laugh.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is, people who are cognitively compliant enough to notice that sort of minutia aren't the type of people who fall for flat Earth to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at body language. I'll be honest, but I knew a lot about the kind of guy Logan Paul was, and I'm just like, this guy's got an angle on for something.
Does anyone else think that his face looks like a foot?
Yes,
I think
do now.
Yeah.
I see that face, and I just think, punch it.
Oh, it's one of those faces that if you started punching, I don't think you could stop.
Got a point there.
Yeah.
The first red flag that this whole thing was just a joke is that I don't believe even for a second Logan Paul even has a book in his house, let alone so many globes.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a live stream about an hour or two ago. Patricia Steer and Robbie, the organizer guy, are both extremely pissed off at Logan's video.
I wonder why.
Who was it that told him it was a joke?
And whining about behind the curve. Guess what, you idiots? This is a hit piece. Ding.
Maybe they need to find a green button to press.
Well, just to do my little quick recap of the video. My most favorite part about the whole Logan Paul video was, he was a Glober until he kissed the girl, and then they had this nice montage, and then all of a sudden he's a flat earther. They literally portrayed it as being a flat earther is passed along like an STD.
Yeah,
they literally did that.
I mean, to be fair, I'd get an STD off of her any day, but
I can't watch. I literally couldn't even watch a review Team Skeptic did without feeling like I'm about to get herpes.
Yeah, I've written my review, and I'll be recording and editing it tomorrow.
Just make the STD. You have to make the STD comparison. I'm sorry, Flight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to now. Sorry, Planner. What were you going to say?
The one thing that I need to know, because I'm thinking about doing sort of a live reaction / review of it, and I'm just wondering, is there any things that I need to know before I do it, especially when it comes to copyright?
Don't show more than like 40% of the actual thing. Make sure that you're doing plenty of commentary.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. I mean, the music and stuff can all be used under Creative Commons as long as you're actually doing commentary, but don't do a reaction video where you like play it in the corner and just talk. Make sure you're pausing it, giving good commentary, maybe skipping little bits, and you should be fine.
Distorted as well. Maybe play it at a slightly faster speed and also zoom in a little bit and maybe even flip it horizontally.
Put a border on it or something.
Yeah, so it doesn't get triggered.
Another good question that I've got is if you can send me some timestamps of where to skip, that would be much appreciated.
I will send you my script, which has got some really good timestamps in.
Just look for the Australian girls.
Yeah, that's what you need, those girls.
Yeah,
just keep repeating that and you got a good video.
I mean,
I'm still not watching it just solely because it's Logan Paul and that guy's not getting anything from me.
I have completely
ad block.
Ad block.
Dude, Constable, ad block is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But just make sure you turn it off for me.
I just download those videos and watch them.
So, spoilers, but like the funniest thing about that entire thing I thought was the girl saying he had a small dick.
Yeah.
Well, he confirming it
in a roundabout way.
Yeah. I mean, but the whole thing was so staged. I mean, the kids he was talking to, they're all part of the Low gang.
Yeah.
So
what now?
They've actually a couple of them have actually been in previous videos.
Gang.
Yeah,
Oh, good God.
There's literally a group
That's
of
actually catchy.
gang that do their
Yeah, like that. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Screw
It's
that.
like
It's not as
PewDiePie's bro army.
it's not as like catchy as the Order of the Sillies anyway.
No,
never.
That's
He's not
funny
going to be
too. I
part
don't
of it.
know.
I have standards.
What was that, Terry?
Wait. You have standards? Since when?
You're friends with us. What are you on about?
Well, hey, you guys got to figure like
You didn't say what kind.
where do those arms come from for Radical's canon? You know, this collection of Flerfs.
We don't talk about the grave robbing that happens.
Yeah, I mean the arm that you fired at me, I've put it in the freezer, but it's still starting to rot a bit.
I'm gonna need that back, and you know.
I'm gonna. Radical. That reminds me. Should I? Yeah, that shovel that you may or may not have loaned to me. Yeah, that thing rusted to hell, and I'm gonna need another one.
Oh man, so yeah.
People keep asking me how I animate my guy. I'm like, I just move him around. I mean, that's what I do.
I still think that your videos, Radical, are probably the easiest on YouTube to binge.
Absolutely.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, like
I need to get a sound bit. I need to get a sound bit from my phone when the facepalm cannon goes off.
I've literally I've put on like your videos on just play all, and I've just let it go through just while I'm doing stuff in the kitchen or whatever, because it's so easy to listen to.
Oh, no doubt.
Such laugh out loud moments. I genuinely think you are one of the funniest like debunkers that there is. And seriously, keep up what you're doing because it's amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Answering Metal Slug's Master in the chat. He says, fact hard, if Logan Paul did a satirical piece and condemned NASA for providing us with proof of the globe, would you be banning me right now for saying it was funny? No. Because, you know, if it was legitimately funny, it's funny. If you're saying it's funny and it wasn't, that's your opinion. But what they're going off about in chat is over there on Patricia Steele's show, they're banning everybody who mentions Logan Paul on top of, you know,
on this
Globe Earth.
I got a really good thumbnail right now for my new video.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I got plans for the dude, but I'm not watching the. He's just gonna annoy Jouke, the other guy, mostly.
Huh?
I'm not watching the documentary. That's not something I do.
Yeah. I would just watch the reviews because that's probably about as much as you should do.
No, I did not.
I've never watched the Logan Paul video before. Like, apart from him doing the speech at FEIC last year and the advert for this, I've never like watched one of his videos before.
Seeing is believing.
Oh, stop that!
As
Stop
these
that, stop
globes
it, stop it,
clear-
stop it, stop it, stop it.
Oh, my ears!
It burns.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Oh, I went. Somebody said that Patricia's live stream is gone, and apparently it's just ended. And what time did you end with, Anthony?
About 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, so she ended hers a little early.
Huh.
They're usually about an hour to an hour and a half, and apparently the flack for people getting banned for talking about Logan Paul made her shut her stream down. That's my assumption. That is 100% an assumption on my part because I didn't see any of the stream.
But the time
probably pretty accurate.
But with all the complaints that they're apparently getting about banning people for mentioning Logan Paul as a name, yeah, I can see where she would have to shut it down to clean that all up.
What do you think Patricia Steele actually thinks of Mark Sargent?
He's a great
good springboard.
She literally said during the documentary, "Where's Mark? Oh, he's just over there being Mark." So that kind of gives it away what she thinks.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking again. Would you really, if you were a woman, would you really want to be anywhere near a man who just starts stabbing at a screen with those just disgusting raw sausages with those fingers when there's a big green start button right to his right?
That was probably the best bit in that documentary. It was just
I'm just like speaking of Mark, how many of us have been watching Bob the Science Guy tear him a new one piece by piece?
I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that today was the last episode of that series.
Yeah. But
yeah, just a little bit.
Props to Bob the Science Guy. He is he's blowing up at the moment. Like he gained over 2,500 subscribers in the last 28 days.
One of those was me.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got almost as much as me after 3 years. Damn you, Bob.
But yeah, I think Mark Sargent, I'm only ever going to refer to him as Friend Zone from now on.
Speaking of which, hey Jared, Sean, how you feeling for Mark for Dumb Fuck of the Year this time?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the documentary and the fact that he is actually happy with the documentary puts him in the running for Dumb Fuck of the Year for me.
Can that really compete with Stars Through a Solar Filter?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You guys let people... Oh, you guys let M. Benson...
Wait. And here's the thing. We're not saying that he's not amongst the pool of potential contestants, but he's far from a front runner.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I want him to be as a front runner. I just at least want him to get nominated, only to be humiliated that, yeah, there are people even dumber than him.
Well, let's put this in perspective here. For the last...
clever word.
Yeah, haha. Every time Anthony's been in there, he's come in second place.
Yeah.
No other person, even though they've been in the same list, has been able to pull that off. Nobody. Nobody's been second place as many times as Anthony has. And it's always because a big channel supports somebody else because of personal beef.
Like Professor Stick basically won it for Trigger Tits.
Yes, that was entirely Professor Stick.
Yeah. I mean, because since then, he's done fuck all, has he?
Well, it's kind of hard to do much of anything when most of your avenues to spread your rhetoric and hate get shut down for long periods of time.
Do you want to know the funniest thing that I've seen with Southern Israelite? He was on Non-Sec, and he started going on about how the Globers attacking him was affecting his revenue, and we'd taken away his livelihood by having his ability to stream taken away. And then the Goddess Engineer looked at Social Blade and saw that in the last year he'd made about $17 off of his channel. And then he started going on about, it doesn't matter anyway because you guys just keep making me more and more popular. I'm gaining so many subscribers. And then Goddess Engineer went, actually, today you gained negative 16 subscribers.
Is he even relevant anymore?
I think
he was the point and laugh at,
and that was it.
It was just, it's like, yeah, now he's boring.
Yeah, I mean, his only thing is quoting fallacies, even more than Nathan Oakley and Sleeping Warrior.
What? Not just quoting them, committing them, and then blaming others for them.
Yeah, living by them.
It's like, yeah, you won.
Well, when somebody asks you. When somebody asks you, what do you believe, and that becomes a fallacy somehow, yeah, you're reaching at that point.
Someone's just sent me another thing. It says, read the bottom of section 21. It's about Lily. Bottom of section 21.
Oh, by the way, Sean, you're welcome for that little advert video I did on my channel about Lily.
You did?
So,
yeah.
If
I haven't seen it.
Interpretation was correct, then there was a second problem, which was that immediately after the public inquiry, both directors booked places on a driver's CPC course at a cost of £550. They attended together because the courses were not held regularly. They would not countenance attending separate courses because if one director remained at the office and they were on the phone, then the calls would be directed to the phone in the possession of the other director. The other director could not switch off their phone because work could be lost. Neither could an alternative person take possession of that phone in order to answer the calls, even if only to say the caller that someone would ring the caller back. In the result, they attended together, but in a short period of time, the directors were asked to leave the lecture room because their phones kept ringing. As a result, it was impossible for the directors to obtain their driver's CPC. The tribunal questioned whether Mr. Riley was being unnecessarily obstructive in relation to acquisition of a driver's CPC. He denied this was the case. Mr. Riley indicated that if the appeal failed, he would close down the business. He had lost faith in the system. He knew the rules and he was complying with them.
Okay. Here's the thing, Anthony, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. There are people with legitimate mental restrictions who can get through the process. Why can't you?
Yeah,
Lightly,
exactly.
I'm autistic, and yet
You're
I can
special.
handle this way better than you. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I gotta find his website.
Oh no,
I gotta find it again.
I mean people who could actually qualify as being mentally limited to the point of requiring state assistance can get through basic requirements like this. Why can't you, Anthony?
Oh my god, I know, it's ridiculous. Someone in the chat says the video output is fuzzy on my side. Shouldn't be too much of a problem because it's just our logos, but it says that I'm streaming at full capacity, so I'm sorry about that.
It looks pretty good looks fairly good on mine, but
sometimes the stream will downgrade and you have to like boost the resolution back up.
Yeah. Mr. Children says his girlfriend must be goddamn stupid as he is.
Probably.
So, like, what's the deal with the whole YouTube chat and comment thing that I guess they've upgraded the terms of service?
Basically, say if someone in my chat started spouting crap about terrorist attacks and raping and stuff, my channel could get striked for it.
Oh shit! Really?
Because that's how it should work. It's because like channels have perfect total control over whoever the hell starts spouting nonsense.
Exactly. This is
no shit. Somebody could post something while you're taking a shit, and then you get flagged before you even walk back out.
Exactly.
So what exactly do they want to accomplish with that? That we disable the chat?
I know,
and
right?
The comments,
and it's not just that. Like it's the comment section as well. And obviously, like even if a comment gets put into spam, if it contains those things that the algorithm says is wrong, you could still get striked. Which is why
we
now have the ability to moderate your comments as well as the chat.
Yeah, I would figure you could have a bot though cycle thousands of comments in like a second and swipe any that have
it's gonna be DDoS attacks by almost.
Yeah, totally. I mean, PMARS are jumping in and spam his 3,000 sock accounts and.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. It was when you were responding to one of in Rem's videos. I was in overdrive tearing that guy down.
Yeah.
Me and like every other one of the mods. And for those of you who don't know, I'm also Professor Games.
Yeah, Clifford in the chat has a point too. It's also about bad language.
Yeah. So watch the swears in the chat as well.
Well, as of January 21st, 2019, his business is currently under liquidation.
Ooh.
Oh dear. It has been listed as under liquidation ever since. Looks like September 30th of 2017. It's still in liquidation for some reason.
Because no one wants to.
As of the end of 2016, their total assets were 62,000 pounds, down 60,000 pounds from the previous year. Total liabilities, 48,000 pounds. Net assets, 13,000 pounds. Cash in bank. This was as of September 2016, before he had all these troubles.
Good thing he doesn't believe in negative numbers, huh?
Yeah, good thing you don't believe in negative numbers there, buddy.
Someone in the chat link to our Discord, by the way. That would be appreciated.
Number of employees, unreported. Turnover, unreported. Debt ratio, 77.93%.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, like I don't know how it works over in the UK or wherever, but can they still operate under liquidation?
He did a change of address on January 29th of 2018.
Yeah, you can still operate under liquidation, but you usually have like an accounts manager that would tell you what you're allowed to do. Like if a football club goes into liquidation, they're still allowed to play and everything, but they have to like sell off all their assets and everything whilst they're under liquidation.
Return of final meeting. Their final meeting was January 21st, 2019, so they are liquidated now. It is a 0-page report. Their last filed report was an appointment of voluntary liquidation on February 9th of 2018, 3 pages long. Man, the internet sucks, doesn't it, Anthony?
Sean,
Mike
Sean,
Yerk says, "What's the force of the density of Riley's company's liquidation?" Very good.
A couple of things. Sean, number one.
I don't know. It's flat.
Sean, number one, I'm going to have to do like another video on Riley to advertise him for getting DFOTY 2019. So that means more work. And second, guys, this is the epitome of dumbass by choice.
Yeah,
Again, second place 2 years running.
In the internal chat, I am pasting Anthony's registered company number. Just for shits and giggles.
My goodness.
Don't you mean gigs and shiggles?
My goodness.
Sorry.
Like, I wish I brought up some of this, like, while I was talking to him, but I was trying to keep him amicable.
Yeah, see, Anthony goes on and on about how people dox people. I'm not actually doxing him. I'm just reporting his financials. About all those nice negative numbers that how's them 2 ice creams now, bitch?
This is information that you can find just by going on Google, so it's hardly dox.
Yeah,
this wasn't even pay sites. This is just a couple of clicks.
Public information.
Sure, guys, I'll be right back.
Can we just talk about Riley's introduction to his channel at the moment for a second?
Oh God!
What has he changed it, or is it still?
Oh no, it's still that Knight Rider cluster. But like, is there anything more cringy on the internet? Like, honestly,
I thought about doing an Airwolf version of that with the drone.
Who was it?
Be right back.
Was it R&D who did the SpongeBob theme one?
Yeah,
or the SpongeBob music? Yeah,
Reticle Discord did that. It was brilliant.
Yeah, sorry.
The Frank engine is also funny.
When the Tango 24, I had to go through his personal life when actually lawyers got involved at one point.
So the funniest thing about his intro for me is as he's going across like his dash in his car, it's just in big letters, windscreen wiper fluid low. Like, if you're trying to do like a production to make it look cool and stuff, why would you fucking have a big notification on your dashboard about something not working properly?
I'm guessing there's something not working properly with Anthony Riley.
Yeah.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Darren,
again, political chode Billy. I have not doxed him in any way. I have not given out any information about what his company name is, what his address is, nothing. I've given out financial records.
Publicly available records.
Yes. So this is not doxing. I didn't say Anthony lives here, Anthony works here. I didn't mention company name. I didn't mention where his home address, his phone number, none of his contact information, which is all listed here. But I'm not giving that out. This is not doxing.
No, we wouldn't do that because that sucks. But we can laugh at him as much as we want.
Where can I get a proper Discord link? Because mine doesn't work.
Yours doesn't work?
No, I've heard that before. Where the hell do you find that stuff? I got it from someone.
Don't you need a blue pill for that?
If you go onto our Discord and click on the top, you should be able to create an invite link.
And of course, Robert J. Horace still thinks I'm doxing.
Yeah, because it wasn't your link that you have, Regigal. That was to your old server. You don't use that anymore, man.
Yeah, Robert, we haven't doxed anyone. We haven't given out personal information. We have simply stated public records about financial information of a company.
If you can point to a place where I've given out any personal information about Riley, as far as his address, his contact information, anywhere in this hangout, I'm happy to delete my channel.
Like personal phone numbers,
which, by the way, is all available. But
hold on. Did I give out his company ID to the public chat?
Nope, you just gave it to us.
I gave it to the internal chat so they can see the pages as well.
If we so choose, which how many of us have actually done that?
And
I haven't.
Just for clarity, I didn't have to give out that information. All they had to do was search for Anthony Riley Business UK. It's not that hard of a search.
Yeah. We giving out a company name isn't doxing anyone. I mean,
I didn't even give out the company name.
Am I doxing Donald Trump if I mention Trump Tower? Like,
does he live in Trump Tower?
I don't know, but the point is
that explains it. It's a PMARS clone.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, just that.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Gone. Oh, look. Yep, there's PMARS clones coming in.
Because P-Mars can't get that banana out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Hey Banana, do you stalk people much?
On. I was just gone. I was gone to handle some other business, and all of a sudden, this guy is like causing trouble. Come on, I really gotta start earning my keep as a mod.
Oh, Jose, welcome to the stream, buddy. Guys, if you haven't seen my interview with Jose Gonzalez, I really think you should watch it because it gives a very good insight into how the Flat Earth would treat somebody when they leave Flat Earth. And also, Jose does open Hangouts discussions about the Flat Earth on his channel pretty much every day. And it's some of the most honest discussions that I've been a part of. So, yeah, check out Jose.
And just in case Anthony's watching at this point, it's easy to find somebody as long as you don't get the wrong foo call.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I'm gonna start wrapping this up because it is time for bed for me. So we'll do the Reds thing and we'll go through and you guys can say something and go away. So we'll start with Tech Satan. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Hey, absolutely, everybody. Glad to be here.
Hang on, Fight. You gotta say it properly. Say what you gotta say and get the fuck out.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, Constable, you can do it next and say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then what you gotta say and get the fuck out. But seriously, please watch my shit. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. Didn't get your porn bomb this time.
Yeah, good man.
Later.
Yeah, someone block that new PMARS account. Plan a walk, see what we got to say and get the fuck out.
Okay, so right before this after show, I wondered whether it was easier to get this MIDI parser program working or whether it was easier to convince Anthony Riley of things. I actually got this MIDI parser program working, so I guess that's the answer to that.
Good man. Yeah, guys, check out Plan a Walk's channel. His recent vids have been absolutely fantastic. I've really, really enjoyed them.
Thanks, man.
Radical, say what we got to say and get the fuck out.
Huh? What? Oh, wait. Hi. Bye. I don't know.
Just talk about your channel. Say what you're doing.
Oh yeah, well I was doing other stuff, but yeah, I basically have a new video, and Logan Paul is gonna be in it, but not in a way that he thinks he likes. Something like that. I don't know. I'm a bit tired. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Well, thanks for coming in, buddy. Bill, thanks for coming in. Say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
All right. I have a new line of orthopedic support hose coming out, and Fight, I hope I can advertise them before your shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, buddy.
No worries. Thanks for your support, buddy.
All right.
Jared, say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
Well, this is going to be a two-parter with the help from Sean. Do 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 do.
Amanana. Oh, sorry, Panana.
And Sean, say
this might be
the fuck out.
Just thank you for picking up the wider viewer base to pass the torch, so to speak. So thank you for all that. So I don't have to work as hard. Have a good night, man.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for coming on. All right, guys, thank you for watching tonight. It's been a great evening. I enjoyed my conversation, lightly saying conversation there with Anthony Riley. Hopefully that won't be the last, because there's many things I wanted to ask I didn't get the chance to. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I should be back tomorrow with my review of Logan Paul's Clusterfuck. And remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth.